Hi, my name is Chris Kaufman, PGA teaching professional at Ballin Isles Country Club in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And I've got a tip for you today that will help you definitely improve your contact. Hi, the tip I'd like to give you today is how to turn your shoulders better to help improve your contact. I think that a lot of people improperly move their shoulders, and what it causes them to do is to move so much from one side to the other that the bottom of the circle, or the bottom of the swing, if you like, is always changing. So we're either hitting the ground first, the ball first, just could be a variety of different things. And what I'd like to do is just kind of show you how to properly turn your shoulders that will get the bottom of the swing to be more consistent. Okay, I'm going to have Jackie come in and help me with this, and just to kind of define some boundaries of what we're going to do. And she's going to hold these two sticks outside my shoulders, and this is just a simple test just to see what happens. And most people do this one correctly, is that if I stood like this and I said, okay, I'm just going to turn my shoulders as far to the right as I can. Now notice how there's a gap on either side of me now, and my turn basically stayed very centered. And then if I turn back through, it stays reasonably centered on this side as well. Now what happens with most golfers is as soon as we introduce a forward bend to the swing, and now when they start to make the turn, instead of really turning, they tend to move back to their right, so all the weight moves too far to the right, and then they have to slide way back to the left to try to find the bottom. And like I said, it's just very inconsistent. So if we turned our shoulders the same way I did when I was upright, what the turn would actually look like would be this. Same gaps on both sides, back, and as I turn through, create the same gap. So the turn stays very centered. Now what that'll also do is that as I'm turning, as you'll notice how my left shoulder goes very low, my right shoulder ends up going much higher. Now that's not to say that I want you to lift your shoulders up, it's just the natural angle. And Jackie, I'm also going to have you kind of mark my spine here, just kind of mark the angle of my back. So when I'm standing straight up and down, if Jackie puts this stick straight up and down, my shoulders are basically running at 90 degrees to my spine. So when I turn this way, my shoulders stay at 90 degrees to my spine, and back and so forth on the way through. But as I increase the angle when I go into my setup position, well again, what most people do is they keep the shoulders again too level, so now the angle increases. So what we're looking for is that if we can stay centered and let the shoulders turn, at that point now we should still come up with that same 90-degree angle that we had when we were standing up straight. And so again, because it's going to keep you more centered over the ball, as your arms finally extend the club back to the ground, we should be able to get some consistency in how the club gets there. I hope this tip helped you, and please feel free to contact me if you need any more information. Thank you.